Hey everybody, it's First Warn Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Brad Panovich. Hope you're having a great day. We're talking about weather school today. We're going to have a really cool topic today. This is actually going to be from Larry Sprinkle talking about how the green screen works. So if you're not familiar with how that works, it's kind of a cool setup. We're actually going to see how it works in the studio. Larry is still actually working at the studio, so he gets a chance to kind of show you a little bit about this. I think it's going to be really cool and something you'll enjoy as we look ahead to the next couple of days. I'm hoping the weather will turn a little bit and we'll get a chance to go outside and do weather school outside. I'm hoping tomorrow, fingers crossed, I'm going to do it. I'm planning to do it tomorrow. Let's see, what's the schedule? Yeah, I'm planning to do it tomorrow, and I'm going to do it on gardening because a lot of folks are asking me about getting their gardens ready, and we can tie in weather to how plants grow through photosynthesis, how the sun works, but that's coming up tomorrow. But today, with no further ado, I am going to hand it off to Larry Sprinkle to talk about today's weather school. Enjoy everybody.
Hi, this is Larry Sprinkle, and it's time for Weather School. Weather School right here. And since school is out and you're at home and you want to still learn, right? You do want to keep learning, don't you? That's very important. That's why we're doing Weather School. We always have, all of us here at WCNC Charlotte and the weather team enjoy going to the schools, and it's kind of a highlight of the day. And I had a chance this year to visit so many schools all across North and South Carolina. I've been doing it a long time. In fact, so long that now I'm starting to run into teachers who were actually students many years ago. So it's always a great time. I enjoy being there. So it's kind of one of the great things about this occupation, this career, is being able to visit schools. And unfortunately, we'll miss doing that, but that's why we're doing Weather School. One of the parts of visits to weather school, visit to your school, is always the chance to answer questions. And we get all kinds of questions. Obviously, the weather questions about, tell us about tornadoes or hurricanes or electricity and lightning. How does that happen? You know, the typical questions. Then we get the ones like, hey, how much money do you make? Or what kind of car do you drive? And then there's the question that everyone is fascinated with, and that's this right here, that big question mark, the green screen. And it really is, it's a pretty interesting part of what we do in television and TV weather, and it's a process where magically one color is taken out, green in this case, and others are added. It could be blue, it could be any color. Now, in the movie business, they use blue rather than green. That way they can add things like monsters or, you know, dinosaurs, whatever. Anything could be in the background. But in the TV business, 9 times out of 10, we use green because, well, we have to explain this. So let's go ahead and talk about that whole process of the green screen. So if I'm going to talk about the green screen and answer that question, I guess the best thing to do is actually be there. So I'm going to take a little walk over here, and I'm going to walk through the Weather Center and show you where that green screen is. So here is, this is kind of over in the Weather Center area right here. You can see some of our computers right there and everything. It's kind of big Weather Center. It's bigger than I thought it was. But there's this magic door that we have. It's right here, and you can't get to the green screen unless you open the magic door to the green screen room, if you want to call it that. We don't have a name yet, but maybe you can come up with one for us. So I walk in here and walk right into it, voila, right into the green screen itself, and stand here. And it's kind of interesting when people come to the station, sometimes they'll stand off camera and they'll see me looking like this, pointing, and they'll notice a couple things. I'm pointing at something that's not behind me, and my eyes are really focused not here, but a little bit off to the left, or if I'm doing it this way, a little bit off to the right. Well, on either side of me are TVs. We call them monitors, and that way we can see what is really behind us. And voila, there you go. This is what you normally would see. We're talking about weather topics, temperatures, or whatever it may be. We could be pointing to this, and I'm really, once again, kind of focused off a little bit to the right or the left. It's not like a mirror. It's you know, it's kind of the opposite of that. So it takes a little bit of time to get into the comfort level, but after a short amount of time. Anybody can do it. We could be talking about, well, the bus stop forecast, which we're not doing now, but just one of the many things that we can that we use in television weather, and that's obviously meteorological topics. But in the green screen process, anything could be behind you. You know, we have the bus behind me now. It could be a beautiful garden. Wow, this is so nice. I'm standing here outdoors. I could be saying, oh, it's a beautiful day, sunshine, blue skies. We're here in the garden, and spring is sprung or spring is springing. So that's one of the beautiful things you could see. Or it could be pouring down rain. Hey, has anybody got an umbrella? It's pouring down rain out here. Or, wow, I could be standing out in the freezing cold where it's like 20 degrees and the snow's falling down. Or it could be like this. Oh no, look, it's a tornado off in the distance. Or if I was really bold and brave, I could be following that road up there to the tornado, which you would not want to do. But as you can see, that's a pretty dramatic thing, pretty dramatic sight. At least there's no cars or no people there. But you add anything in the background that you need in that green screen process. Or I could be standing over a ledge looking down. Wow, it sure is high up here. I think I better take a step back. And then, you know, you can just show, no, it's just an image behind me, just one of the many images that we can put behind us. But I guess the one that we always talk about are the weather images. We could be talking about, first one, Doppler radar. We could say we got some showers off to the Carolina coastline. We have snow to the north, but there's one other thing I've got to show you. Hang on one second here. And I like to do this occasionally, but only on rare occasions, because if the bosses just don't want you to do this too much. But I'm going to do it today because we have to do this demonstration. Take me a second here to show you a little magic, the magic of the green screen. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's me, the bouncing weatherhead. You just call me Old Weatherhead if you want to. I could be talking about, well, look over there. We have rain and snow, and yeah, just it's that whole process of taking out the green and adding everything else. Yeah, see what I'm talking about? You can play around with that, but don't want to do that one too often. Well, that's our topic today, the green screen. Hopefully gave you a little insight into what that's all about and what we do here at WCNC Charlotte. I'm Larry Sprinkle, and that's your Weather School today.
Thanks, Larry. So great topic. The green screen is definitely one of the most popular things we do at the station. So if you ever come visit or you go to a TV station or sound stage, you get to see that. Now, that was today's episode. We've got several more coming up over the next couple of weeks, Monday through Friday, every day at 1 o'clock. But I did want to show you, I'm hoping this pops up, and we'll see. If you want to see past episodes, go to our YouTube channel. So this is the WCNC YouTube channel. You'll see a little link here called Playlist. If you click that, right there, you'll see our playlist. We have a playlist right here called Weather School. So I'm going to click on it, and I'll stop it, and you can see there I am in real time. That's kind of weird. But the thing about going to this playlist, I'll go back to it, you can view it, and you'll close that. You'll see all our past episodes there on the right side. So the first one I did last week, which was an hour long one, that was kind of cool. Audio was kind of bad. I apologize. I didn't even know it was overmodulated. And then you can see all of our additional weather school. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in there right now. We hope to have 6 tomorrow, and then we'll keep adding to it. So if you want to keep watching, you can subscribe to that on YouTube. That way you get a notification. We'll send out a push notification on our app as well. And every day at 1 o'clock you tune in. But don't worry, if you don't tune in, these are all recorded on YouTube. You can go watch them anytime, rewatch them, share them, do whatever you want. The whole point is to give you another source of information to use while you're staying at home here for the next several weeks. Again, tomorrow's topic, I'm hoping the weather's cooperating. We will see some sun. A lot of people chimed in on the live broadcast here. Where's the sun? We're not expecting to see much sun until maybe late today or this evening once these low clouds move out. And the temperature will jump dramatically tomorrow. Looking like a pretty nice day. I hope to be outside doing this, talking about gardening. And we'll talk about the impact gardening plants. Soil should be a pretty cool setup. So hopefully you tune in tomorrow and you'll see that. But again, 1 o'clock every day, WCNC Weather School, Monday through Friday.